So, a couple months ago, I talked about Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, saying how it was one of the most weirdest movies I've ever seen with its implementation of, like, aliens and just everything weird about it. And that was kind of weird for me because I don't think of weird. I wouldn't think of that movie as the weirdest movie ever because, like, it's Indiana Jones. But, it was, at least when I watched it. I've probably seen weirder, just never noticed it because up until then, the Indiana Jones movies, they've just been really fun adventures. So to see aliens, it's just been a lot. So I think that's what triggered me to be like, this is the weirdest movie I've ever seen because the last 15 minutes went off the rails, but the rest of the movie's fine. So yeah. But I think this next movie might dethrone it as the most bonkers movies I've ever seen. So, about a year ago, I've been short about this, I watched Gremlins, and I really liked it. Well, not really liked it, but it was a really classic horror film, and, I forgot to log it on Letterboxd. I forgot to log this next movie I'm going to talk about later. Hang on. Did it. Sorry about that. But yeah, and Gremlins was pretty good. It was like a classic horror movie, but it is kind of famous in its own way. Nothing but this was back in 1984. PG-13 wasn't invented yet. And with this, and Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, these two movies are responsible for creating the PG-13 rating we know today. So, this was big, because these two movies, parents took their kids to go see. And Raiders of the Lost Ark just didn't really have as much of that problem, because Temple of Doom is also insane. But these movies, they were just really violent. And yeah, they had some wit and humor to them, but parents did not like that. So the MPAA they just created a whole new rating for kids 13 and up, suitable for them. So before that, we just had G, PG, and R, which is why Planet of the Apes, the original back from 1968, is rated G. Because, there wasn't enough ratings for that. So these two movies are pretty famous in that right. So I think with the sequel, they made the right call of rating this PG-13. Because this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is probably the most bonkers movies I have ever seen. And I love it. It is not better than the first one. The first one, it's just it's like a classic. You can't beat it. But this one, oh man, this one is really, really, it's something, man. So, going into this, you'd expect, it's a sequel. They're going to expand the universe in ways that... My dog's over there. You can kind of see him. Well, I'm on the screen. There we go. Chase! Hi. I'll cover you up now. There you go. You'd expect, more, just more, Not with this, though, because there was some, if you look up Gremlins 2 and try and watch it on YouTube, that video, that little thumbnail for it is a red background with a new type of gremlin. They're not in the movie for very long. That's kind of weird. Because they transform back into, the green ones. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. You'd expect to have that more, but honestly, I like what they did with this movie. This is a pretty good sequel because it didn't do that. What happens here is the exact same thing. The green ones are loose. Gotta stop them. But this one, at the same time, there's no stakes at all, but really, really high because, well, they're inside this office building, so you kind of want they're trying to contain them, but at the same time trying to get rid of them because they go into the streets of New York. That's where it takes place now. Dunzo. The movie's another half hour long now, but yeah, they have to keep them contained, kind of, but they also have to get rid of them. It's just it's just a lot for this, which I think is really fun to just have them contained. I think that. Yes, this movie is way, way more insane than the first one. But I think the first one was just more, graphic. There is definitely some stuff in here that definitely earns itself a PG-13 rating. There are definitely stuff in these two that definitely make it a PG-13 movie. But, yeah. What was I saying? It's just, there's just a lot more humor in this one. My favorite scene in the movie is definitely where the Gremlins hijack the movie. And, mess it up and Hulk Hogan has to threaten them. That was really good. That made me laugh. I also didn't really catch this. Is this movie canon in this one? So is Gremlins a documentary? Because that was pretty clever too. I don't know. It's like when they put Space Jam in Space Jam 2, you know, when they've actually put like the cover of the movie inside that video. I don't know. So yeah. You know, this cover art makes me want to, like, what if they took over the building and they had to work that? I don't know, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, there's a lot of pop culture references, like when they all die at the end. One of them acts like the Wicked Witch of the West. I just spoiled this, like, 34-year-old movie, so I'm sorry. Go watch it, though. Definitely watch the first one first, because you're gonna know. Gizmo comes back, and he is amazing. I love him. I love Gizmo. Gizmo might be my favorite, you know, little furry. So, yeah, this title. Gremlins 2, The New Batch. That is true. They are new, but they're just kind of a continuation. So, but it's not a bad title there. I do like how, like, when they get sunlight, they die. Water, they multiply. And then feed them, they green. So yeah, I like once the like little brown ones, like the little black ones, when they have their own personalities, and when they get fed, then the green ones get that personality. That was kind of cool, because when I like actually looked at it, I was like, did they just get new designs? Because that looks terrible. But then I realized, yeah, it's just their personalities. The CGI looks really bad with one of the wings. Looks terrible. Like it looks like a Bollywood movie. It's terrible. Isn't that one still in the loose? Or did he just become a gargoyle? I don't know. I like the one with glasses that actually talks, and I love his line, just like, fun, but not civilized. I love that. Again, the guy who talks about Gremlins is like literally me, because he talks about bad movies, you know? And I'm talking about a good movie. You know, I don't really talk about bad movies a lot. Just wait till January. I got 2 big ones coming. Where we'll talk about this more. So, yeah. There's just a lot that makes this just kind of more of a classic. Like, maybe it's because, like, this feels a lot bigger when this had more, like, this was set in, it was still a small town, but still a town. This was set in a building, and I like all the ideas in this one, but I think this one's still just a little bit better because it's just more of a classic, you know? So, yeah. So, yeah, I bought this in a store for like $1, so this was really worth it. So yeah, this is technically a Christmas movie. I think this takes place sometime in December, so this is not a Christmas movie, but I mean, I'm just saying that to make people mad because people think this. Some people think it is, some people think it's not. It's like the Die Hard situation. It's raining outside. Oh no, they're multiplying. No, but. Yeah, give Gremlins a watch, and if you liked it, 100% give Gremlins 2 a watch. Like, this is something that I could come up with, because me and my friends are just bonkers. This movie is just bonkers. And I definitely hate Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull more because of what it tries to do. Gremlins knows it's bonkers. That's what makes it so good. Movies that know it's insane. Something like Spider-Man 3 or like Ace Ventura that knows it's insane is funny. But when you try and like add on to like the original trilogy of Indiana Jones and then you include aliens in the last 15, you're just not going to get a good movie. And I still think that movie's a 5 out of 10. So, yes. Gremlins 2 is bonkers. I won't hear anything less. Definitely watch it. Watch this one this holiday season and then demand to watch this one. It's amazing. But remember, PG-13 kids, this one's okay because don't watch this one, kids. I mean, if your parents say it's okay, then I don't really care. So that's why movies like Jaws, Star Wars, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Monty Python, they're all rated PG because PG-13 wasn't invented yet. But I gotta say, Jaws is not that bad, okay? It should not be rated to R. I think PG-13's fine with it, okay? Jaws is not that bad. If they remade it, then yeah, probably it would be R. But as now, yeah. So I'm gonna say it again. Watch this. Okay.